Is James Gunn really sabotaging the Batman 2 movie? I don't know, you tell me. This is the Sox Rocker Show. Well, according to Variety.com, it seems we finally have a release date for James Gunn's Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow film. It was announced recently that it will be released on June 26th of 2026. And of course, wouldn't you know it, that little bit of news has created a bit of a stir on social media these past few days simply because the film will be released 4 months sooner than the long-awaited, eagerly anticipated, and what many think is long, way overdue sequel to the Batman 2. A date we've all known about for some time, I might add. Now, there are many Gunn naysayers, haters, non-believers, if you will, over on Twitter, X, whatever, and on YouTube that truly believe that this is intentional on little Jimmy Gunn's part. They believe that old Gunbo himself is purposely holding back production of the Batman 2 because he is jealous and that it doesn't have his name stamped all over it in order to sabotage the film and see that it never ever sees the light of day. And to that, well, I say kind of yes, kind of no. Yes, I believe that the forever egotistical, narcissistic to the point of regurgitation little Jimmy Gunn is in fact jealous of the hype and popularity of a DC project that has absolutely nothing to do with him, none whatsoever, other than the association with DC that pays both him and Matt Reeves. I think it irks him and gives him an itch that his tiny little fingers can't possibly scratch. But do I think that he's trying to make it so the movie never gets made? Well, as much as I'd like to believe that was true, I don't, no matter what the mighty scoopers on Twitter or the wannabe DC know-it-alls may think, simply because no matter how powerful Gunn and his Gunn maybes may believe that he is, he ain't powerful enough to cancel a guaranteed thing for WBDC. They need it. They need the money, and they need the positive attributes that come along with it, especially now given their current financial status. The Batman 2 is pretty much a sure thing for DC. Gunn and his vision, well, they're not. His Superman could be a dismal failure when released, and trust me, if that were to happen, when the who's who over at WBC and the financial backers they have left will freeze every single thing that he has planned to make sure that he really does in fact know just what the hell he is doing. They did it with Zack Snyder even when he was making the money, so don't think for a minute that he won't pull the magic carpet out from Gunn. Besides, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that only one person decides what films will get Batgirled, if you will, and that's the big Z himself, David Zaslav. Not only that, but Matt Reeves is known to be notoriously slow when it comes to writing. How the man even says it himself, and you know what, that's okay. If that's how he does things, then that's how he does things, and so far it seems to work. And let's not forget, I'm sure he's been slightly busy overseeing the Penguin series and the animated Batman Caped Crusader. Dude's had a lot on his plate, in other words. And so, as I asked in the opening of this show, is James Gunn in fact sabotaging the Batman 2? Well, no. I personally don't believe that he is. Now, do I think that he is, well, kind of concerned that it may overshadow anything that he puts out that is DC related? Well, yeah. I believe that too. Especially after he released that picture of old Corn Sweat in a Superman suit. Well, Gunn has created a lot of hype and made a lot of promises that he really has yet to deliver anything on. Well, besides that suit. And Matt Reeves, well, he along with Todd Phillips and his Joker series, well, they've already proven that they can cook with DC. So yeah, I believe he at least thinks about those things. Now, before all the Gunn babies start attacking me and saying I'm just a Snyder lover and a Gunn hater and that's why I'm saying these things, well, that's not the case. I give respect and credit where respect and credit is due, whether I like a film or not. Case in point, you see, I really didn't care for Joker, nor did I think that the Batman was anything all that special. I found Joaquin's take on the Joker annoying. And I thought Pattinson's as Batman, well, it was boring, boring. But they were made well, successful, and made lots of dough. Millions of people enjoy them, and so I respect them. They were just not my cup of tea. It is what it is. And I've said here so many times before, I really do hope Gunn pulls it off. I hope he makes a film that millions of DC fans will love, because in the end, it's about the fans. DC fans deserve the success. Not Gunn, not Zaslav, not WBDC, but DC fans. And by DC fans, I mean true DC fans that have been waiting years for DC to be great again. Not Gunn bandwagon jumpers that didn't know nor care about a damn thing DC related before Zaslav handed them the keys to the DC offices. And so with that said, that's it for today's show. If you'd like to comment on anything I've talked about today, feel free to do so in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, why don't you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next show. Thanks for hanging with me. God bless. Socks out.